If you guys are looking for Titanfall 2 loadouts that are going to take your gameplay to the next level, well, that's good because you've come to the right place. Taking a look through here, I'm running Cloak, Arc Grenade, and Epic Skin. We got the R2901. I'll just show you the stats there. High accuracy, not too bad damage, pretty good range, pretty good fire rate. Magazine is a little bit low, so you will want to run extended mags, which we've got there. You've got fast reload, a little sight, and then the pro screen, which counts how many kills you get with your weapon. Please note that that is unlocked when you regen the weapon, so when you get to G 2.0, 2.1, etc. We've also got the Thunderbolt with those attachments there, and the execution doesn't really matter, choose any of those. This is our second kit, and we got fast regen so we can run away and get our health back. For kill report, I find it's really helpful because you get skulls on your display. So if someone's behind your team and they're just wiping out all the pilots, you'll see these skulls pop up and you can turn around and make sure they don't get you as well. What we're going to be doing is talking a bit about the loadout while the gameplay runs in the background. For this gameplay here, it isn't my best performing gameplay. The highest score I believe I've got with this is about 188 on attrition, and other game modes I find it's very consistent, and more so consistent for attrition. We start out a bit shaky here, which is why I decided to use this clip, because even if you have a bad start with this gun, once you start warming up, once your Titan falls down and things like that, you can really dominate the game and show the other pilots that you mean business. So what I'd recommend is, if you guys want to, feel free to pause the video at the start. Try the loadout that I've got. For the Titan, I am running Tone, just to let you guys know. Tone is, he was a bit OP at first, but he's just a Titan that I always use. He suits my playstyle. All the other ones are fine. All the Titans are pretty much similar. You just need to learn how to use them and in what circumstances to either not proceed with the battle and to run and hide around a corner, and to also know what Titans that you're more suited against going. Wait, that makes no sense, going against. Because with Tone I find that for the other really bulky Titans I can really take them down, but for Ronan, the guy with the sword, he really smokes me. Just showing you guys there as well, the boost we're running is Smart Pistol. Now, it performed really badly just then because 3 guys ran at me. It does take a little while for the kill crosshairs to add up and then fire away 3 or 4 bullets and kill your target. So I do recommend the Smart Pistol, but not really on this map, which is again why I'm sharing this clip, so you can see the downsides as well as the positives of this loadout. Because even if this is going to be your next main loadout, the next awesome loadout that's going to, get you all these levels, level you up faster, have all these sweet unlocks, you still need to realize when it's a good time to use it and when it's not such a good time to use it. So for Smart Pistol, I should be using it sort of out in the open, running down the main track in the middle of this stage, not in close quarters like I was originally, where 3 other pilots could just take me out with no worries. For the gun I'm using here, I keep calling it the R9, I'm not sure why, but the R201, it's very, very consistent, and I played, there we go, just drop a Titan on it guys, no stress, no stress. I probably played about, I'd say probably about 15 games, and only 2 of them were losses, and every single game I was in the top 3, and even more so, there was no one online on my server, so I was playing with 140 milliseconds ping. Some of my deaths were just completely unfair because there was nothing I could actually do, it was just the internet that made me lag. But I was just using this, playing like normal, and still, I wouldn't say outperforming, but still having a top performing loadout, even when almost everything else was against me. Just going to take this battery back because we need some health. Just bear in mind that if someone does steal your battery, best thing you can do, jump out, grab it, return it to your Titan, because your overshield will regen, as you can see there. Your actual health bar won't increase, it's just the overshield. Now, it's not the most important thing in the world to have an overshield, because generally on Titans that does diminish quite quickly, but if you want to have decent uptime in your Titan, then definitely recommend it. We're just going to jump out, smoke this pilot. He was causing some stress and I couldn't really pick him out with Tone, which is why some of the other Titans are a lot better on particular maps. So Tone's not so good on this map. Everyone can hide inside, it's very hard to get kills, and we've got to jump out sometimes. So don't be afraid to ditch your Titan in cases like that, because it's better you jump out, kill the pilot, get it over and done with, and then jump back in your Titan if you want to, or ditch it altogether like I have, and just focus on your uptime, because the last thing you want is a pilot tapping away at your Titan. Another Titan approaches you, this always happens by the way, another Titan approaches you and you're so focused on that Titan that you forget about the charge rifle or the thunder cannon, or you know, the amount of magnetic grenades coming at your Titan, that you can't eject in time. And so what happens is, instead of ejecting and hopefully not getting goosed in the air, you die straight away, and that's not what we want. We want to be, you know, in the top 3 consistently. We want to have a great loadout that's going to get us there, and we want to show these guys who's boss. So at the gameplays this morning, this was sort of the wake-up call that I have to share this with you guys, because I was thinking there's a lot of videos out there that are saying try this loadout, do this, do that, and some of them are really legit, some of them I've watched and tried and they work really well, but quite a lot of those videos out there is just, hey, I had one awesome game where I got, you know, 190 in attrition, or I got 10 and 0 as a pilot, I had one awesome game, this is a loadout for you. And that's not really what we're after, because if we're wanting to level up as quickly as possible, if we're wanting to get all these unlocks, and if we're wanting to have some consistency, excuse those punches, I thought the pilot was on his back, then we need a loadout that's gonna take us there. And that's where this one I've shown you guys, the R201, not the R9, I keep saying that. The cloak, the arc grenade is just godlike. I just can't praise it enough. The arc grenade is ridiculous. The smart pistol, I mean, you can change the smart pistol, it's not life or death. I have used turret, which is pretty sweet for the closer maps if you sort of stay in one spot. I have used the I call them the ticks. I have used ticks because I always forget I have them and throw out about 7. We'll just deny that pilot there, don't know what he's doing. So yeah, those other boosts are sweet, just pick the boost. That's the only thing you really got to change in this loadout, is the Titan and the boost. Pick the Titan that you mold best with, and pick the boost that helps you get your Titan faster. Because if you can get your Titan down first, you pretty much have free range on pilots, just like my smoke screen there will kill them down. And that's really going to help you jump to the first, second and third places on the leaderboard, which is where we want to be at. That's the reason I like Tone, is just these sniper shots, to be honest. We picked out 2 pilots there, no issues at all, but as soon as we see that guy in the house, it starts getting a bit, boom, we'll just punch him out the sky. But people in the houses, they really do cause issues on this map, so I was quite brave to pick Tone. Although, to be honest, I keep my loadout somewhat similar and just focus on doing the best I can, leveling up as fast as I can. Recently, I just got my regen, and this morning I started out at, we'll goose that guy, this morning I started out at about 2.2. And we finished up, not playing too much, just a little bit here and there, because we got to make videos for you guys. Played a couple of hours, and I think we're at about 2.15 or 2.16, so it's not too bad for leveling. I even have a clip where the R201 actually leveled up twice because we were just smoking people so badly. And I mean, that's really going to help because there are extra merits and everything like that, so it's really going to help you guys level up in Titanfall 2. We're just going to see this game play out. What I'd like, if possible, is if you guys can try this loadout, pause it at the start, see what the loadout is, just give it a whirl. Check this guy out, he's just staring at me like, oh. Let me know what you guys think of the loadout. And hopefully you also find that it's very consistent. hopefully when you guys use this loadout you find that it's not guaranteed top 3, you know, every player is different, but hopefully you find it's helping you find your spot on the leaderboard and keeping you there, or if not improving your spot on the leaderboard, so that you guys can level up faster, get your regens out the way, get all those awesome skins we want, get all those unlocks after you regen, because then you've got to redo it, and also have some fun while doing so, because, you know, the game's a lot more fun when you're smashing other titans, and it's not so fun when they're smashing you. Here we go guys, we're just finishing up now, so I'd like to thank you for tuning in. We got the final score there, 142. We got the most pilot kills, we got the most overall score, and it's consistently like that. Thank you once again, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.